Nityanandam. My name is Susan Starbuck Huffman, and I live in beautiful San Diego. I am a devotee in Swamiji, and I met him. It was probably 4 or 5 years ago. Our yoga instructor brought us to the temple, and she, just as a tour, we decided to meet all the deities, and then we'd heard that Swamiji was doing free discourses at night. So we immediately signed up for the discourses. My husband and I showed, and we were fortunate enough to get in standing room only at that time, and we were fortunate enough to get in for every single discourse. At that time, I was going through a lot of sufferings with my work. I am a lawyer, and our firm was going through a lot of turmoil at that time. And it was the sufferings that drew me, inspired me. I kept showing up, because every time I would show up for the discourse, he seemed to be talking right to me. Was just exactly what I needed to hear at that moment in my life to move through and address these issues that were coming up at work. There was one experience where I was supposed to meet with the head of our office on a particular issue. And I had decided in my way, my immature way, how I was going to handle this meeting. And that morning I woke up, and we had Swamiji's picture in our home, and I used to routinely, in the morning I would wake up and I would do a little meditation or something in front of his picture. And when I sat in front of the picture that morning of the meeting, I received this insight as to how to handle this meeting, which was about 180 from what, in my mind, I had decided that I was going to do. And it was at that point where the decision, am I going to follow his teachings, or am I going to follow my own life lessons and that had gotten me into this situation. So it was at that point that I decided that I was going to follow that insight. It was a very challenging way to approach the situation at work, but ultimately it proved to be exactly in following what my guidance was that morning. It proved to be exactly the right thing to do at the right time. And that is one of the many examples of the beauty and the grace of following, although challenging at times, following the inspiration and guidance of Swamiji's teachings. So thank you for listening to me, and Nityanandam.